Hey, I think we're live. Really exciting news to share with you guys today. Earlier this morning, we dropped our updates on SIPPIO Text Messaging by ClerkChat. We really have really exciting announcements that we made out of this product update. The first was we're expanding our free tier. It doesn't cost you anything to actually add text messaging to Teams, Zoom, or even WebEx using SIPPIO Text Messaging by ClerkChat. We can SMS and MMS enable any phone number. We don't actually even have to have the phone numbers on our voice network. And your users can download the ClerkChat application inside of Teams or Zoom or WebEx. And just like that, you're ready to start going with inbound, outbound messages. Previously, our free tier included 100 messages for your company to share, which for a smaller organization, that was probably plenty to get you going, see how you liked it. Larger organizations, it wasn't really that much. So we were really excited to share after working with our partners at ClerkChat that we've expanded the free messaging allotment to 1,000 messages. Now you'll have 1,000 messages at no cost with no commitment to start using to send and receive inbound, outbound SMSs. You can enable every single user in your organization to share from that pool. And when you're ready, you'll have the option of upgrading to unlimited text messaging at a much lower cost. So that was the second part of our announcement, is that we announced that SIPPIO Text Messaging is now going to cost only $5 per user per month. We cut the cost in half, and that'll give you unlimited inbound and outbound messaging with a limited number of contacts. I think it's up to 5,000 contacts that you can bring into the platform with a host of core features and functionality. So for $5 a month, you'll have unlimited inbound, outbound text messaging. It also supports WhatsApp Business, and we're going to be adding even more capabilities. I'll talk about those in a second. And then the third announcement was SIPPIO Text Messaging Pro. So with Pro, you get all of the core capabilities that are included with the standard tier, but then we also add some professional capabilities around outbound campaigns, CRM integrations, and a host of other key functionalities, workflows and AI flows and workflows that you can configure in the platform. This is really creating a true complete solution for digital conversations inside of Teams, inside of Zoom, inside of WebEx. Again, if you have a SIPPIO phone number, it'll be the exact same phone number that you use. If you're using somebody else for your calling, we can reuse their phone numbers with this product. You don't have to port your voice numbers over to the SIPPIO voice network. We can give you the ability to have this capability in Teams or Zoom, even if you're using a legacy on-premise phone system. So if you're using those Avayas, the Ciscos, the Mitels, and you're not quite ready to move off of those platforms, SIPPIO Text Messaging is compatible. So you can instantly add text messaging, WhatsApp Business capabilities for your users inside Teams, Zoom, or WebEx. And then the fourth piece of the announcement was we also are going to be adding support for Apple Messages for Business. So you'll be able to better engage with your customers or your users that are leveraging their iPhones, as well as support for Rich Communication Services, or RCS. It was just added to the Apple platform in the iOS updates. So now when you're an iOS user and you're texting your Android friends, you're seeing those red messages, you're seeing the delivered messages that will be coming to the ClerkChat platform and embedded into the SIPPIO text messaging offer in the very near future. We're looking at within the next few months, you'll be able to see these capabilities add to the platform. So we're continuing to lean in here on enabling not just calling in Teams, but we're really looking to enable conversations in Teams, whether that conversation starts via phone call, whether it starts digitally via text messaging, whether that conversation happens in a legacy fashion with a fax, or whether that conversation started by customers with the SIPPIO CX portfolio. We've really got you covered. One-stop shopping with a single hand to shake for support, single hand to shake for service. Let me show you how easy it is to use SIPPIO Text Messaging by ClerkChat. So this is my environment. So you can see, number one, right inside of Teams, I have the Clerk SMS plugin installed. So I've got my SIPPIO account here. I have my personal phone number don't go spamming me, please. I should have probably thought about this better, but my business phone number, 410-919-0389. You can send and receive SMS messages to me. These are my personal messages coming in just to me. I can send and receive. If I wanted to create an outbound message, I can send it to one user. I could send it to a whole list of users as a campaign if I wanted to set up a campaign. The solution also supports not just personal inboxes, but shared inboxes. So think about this. You can SMS enable your help desk. You can support WhatsApp on your sales line without having a full-blown contact center. And now you can have multiple users monitoring these inboxes. So in this case, let's say this was a help desk. I can have a batch of different people sending and receiving messages into our help desk. And then inside of these threads, I can see who's assigned to manage these threads. So let's say, this one doesn't have an assignment. I'll take responsibility for this one. So now whenever a message comes in, you can look at this and say, oh, this is Steve's thread. I don't need to respond here because somebody else is doing it. So you have the ability to support personal inboxes as well as shared inboxes with this tool. With the SIPPIO Text Messaging Pro subscription, you'll also be able to create workflows. So workflows are really powerful tools, and let's just build a really easy, simple one right now. So when a message comes into my inbox or a shared inbox, because you can apply these workflows to one or multiple mailboxes. So when a message is received, I want to check to see if it's during business hours, and if it's after hours, I want to send a response. So the way that you do that is we've got the incoming trigger. What's starting this workflow? We've received a message. I can go through here and I can say, check the schedule. So I can change the schedule to say business hours. I can choose the time zone that I work in. So let's say Eastern, US Eastern, and then I can choose which days of the week are my business days, and then I can choose my times. I'm just going to leave it at that. Hit save. So now if a call comes in during business hours, if it's during business hours, don't do anything. I want to respond to that one right away because I'm going to be sitting at my desk responding. If it's after hours, now I can choose to do other things. So I can say, all right, send a message. And then I can configure the message, after hours response. Send a message to the sender. Message, sorry, it's after hours. I'll get back to you shortly. Hit save, save the workflow, and then you can apply the workflow. When you hit save the workflow, it adds it to your library, and then you can assume and assign it to one or multiple mailboxes. So if I wanted to add this to my mailbox, I would just check that, and now it's assigned to my mailbox. So it's a simple, easy workflow, but these can get really complicated. As you saw, you can do webhooks into things like your CRM. You can use these for outbound messages during campaigns, for scheduling outbound messages, or having different types of stimulus. So, you're really limited only by your imagination on what you can do with a workflow. We also have these AI flows. So instead of having to drag and drop in code, everything's done conversationally. So I can type out a response of what I'm trying to do and let the AI prompting take me through and build an AI bot specifically for what I'm trying to do whenever I receive or send a message. This capability is built into the Pro tier. So for SIPPIO Text Messaging Pro, you'll have unlimited inbound, outbound messaging, support for WhatsApp for Business, and you'll also be able to apply workflows or AI flows to those conversations. So really exciting stuff. We think customers are really going to love these updates. The all new pricing model brings text messaging to even more users in an enterprise. Our new free tier gives you the ability to try it before you buy it. For a lot of organizations, you may find the complimentary offer covers what you need. Great. If you need to upgrade some of the users to have unlimited, you'll have the ability to do that. And then with SIPPIO Text Messaging Pro, you'll really be able to leverage text messaging on your inbound and outbound channels more effectively to drive even more value and to grow your demand gen and your customer client success models on the ways that customers want to communicate, not just by voice, but by text as well. So that is a quick wrap of the announcements we put out today for SIPPIO Text Messaging by ClerkChat. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your channel partner or visit our website, sippio.io, to get more information and to contact us to get more help on turning the service on for yourselves. So thanks for checking us out, and hope to talk to you soon.